But no pulse. No heartbeat.
Is he?
Yes, pal. No faking it this time. Mr. William Gillette is dead.
How's that for a turn of events? Even the best of actors can go too far in attempting to create an illusion of reality. But what is reality, really? We're not even sure what we mean when we talk about real people. Back in 1800, Schiller, the poet, said that in stagecraft, appearance should never attain reality. And he felt that art would be ruined if nature took over. Well, drama thrives upon surprise, and I assure you that more surprises are coming up shortly in Act 3. It is nearly dawn, with a glimmer of light catching the small paned windows of Gillette Castle. Not only are James and Pamela Watson literally prisoners inside the walls, but their host is lying quite dead in his bed. They tried frantically to find Mrs. Hudson. Their hopes were raised when they found a telephone, but you guessed it.
No, of course it's not working. That does it. Now all we can do is wait.
Oh, what if no one comes?
Well, they have to sooner or later. Maybe hours yet.
Let's get as far away from that room as possible.
I wish I could think of something. Nothing but doors. Wouldn't you think one of them would lead to the outside?
Look, Jim. The sign on this hallway says Baker Street.
Huh. It would. I bet there's even a number 221B.
There is.
No harm in trying that door. Unbelievable.
Straight out of the books. The fireplace, his slippers, and pipe.
The violin? Huh. And all those papers and bottles that look like chemicals. What a stage set.
Good morning.
Oh, thank God. Mr. Gillette, you've done it again.
I beg your pardon.
You're alive.
Well, of course I'm alive. Although I'm not in the habit of rising this early in the morning.
You are truly remarkable. This is worth everything that's happened. What a performance.
Young man, could it be possible that you don't know who I am?
Of course we know. You're Sherlock Holmes. That is, you're Mr. Gillette pretending to be Sherlock Holmes.
No one pretends to be Sherlock Holmes. Your name could be Watson, that's common enough, but I am the sole individual who has the combined first and last names of Sherlock and Holmes.
Come on now, Mr. Gillette. You've had your fun with it. It's been a long night. Now, let's just have a good laugh over the way you fooled us.
Well, this becomes more interesting by the moment. Sit down. Sit down, both of you, and tell me more about this Mr. Gillette.
Well, he is you, sir, Mr. William Gillette, and there can be no question in anyone's mind that you are a great actor.
My profession is not acting, although there are times when I am called upon to use the actor's skills.
Your makeup is simply terrific. Every single detail.
Young lady, you've never seen me in disguise.
But you look so different when you're Mr. Gillette.
I am losing my patience. If there is an actor masquerading as Sherlock Holmes, he is an imposter and must be brought to justice. Where did you meet this man?
And then, sir, as we came down the long hallway, we saw the sign Baker Street and the number on the door.
Mr. Watson, you are presently inside my landlady's house. Draw the curtains over there, and you will look out on one of the most famous streets in London.
Jim, look. Just like a London street. Only it can't be.
I'd open the window, but that's dangerous for a man in my position.
You don't believe what we've just told you, do you?
Well, indeed, it may have elements of truth. But I don't accept this fantasy about a castle and screams in the night.
We explained that Mrs. Hudson was having a nightmare.
That's another thing which makes your case more serious. Mrs. Hudson never has nightmares.
How do you know?
Elementary, my dear sir. There appear, however, to be two impostors involved. I suppose you will claim that this Mrs. Hudson is an actress who shares a castle with your Mr. Gillette?
Oh, no. Well, she's the housekeeper.
Never fear. I'll get to the bottom of this. And if I'm not mistaken, here comes the answer to our puzzle.
It's an old-fashioned carriage. Stopping right in front of the house.
Kindly step back from the window. Enemies of mine waste hours across the street peering in this direction. Come in, Mrs. Hudson.
Sorry to break in on you so early, Mr. Holmes. You know I never bother you until you're ready for breakfast.
Yes, but this is an emergency.
Oh, indeed it is. Oh, excuse me. I didn't know there'd be people here at this time of day.
They appear to have an emergency, too. I'm told that they spent the night in a castle. But you spent the night at your sister's.
You knew.
Call it a logical conclusion.
Mr. Holmes, I must go down to the kitchen and get the fire started. But then, if you could spare me a few moments...
Come right back. I'm sure what you have to say concerns everyone in this room.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, the most terrible thing has happened at my sister's house.
But your sister is unharmed?
Oh, no, it's not her. But you know she takes in boarders, same as I do. And this man hadn't been here very long.
What sort of man?
Oh, a proper gentleman. Very thin, dark hair. He was almost as tall as you.
You speak in the past tense. I assume there has been an accident.
Well, that's it. We don't rightly know what happened.
Come now, Mrs. Hudson. You were there.
Well, in the middle of the night, he called out for my sister and told her he was not feeling well. He said he'd sent for the doctor, and he asked her to let him in when he came.
Go on.
Well, I heard the doorbell ring. It woke me up.
And then your sister took the doctor into the boarder's room?
But there were two of them.
Two doctors?
The doctor had a woman with him. Said she was his nurse.
Very interesting.
My sister left him in the sick man's room. And then she and I were talking in the back hall when we...
Heard a gunshot?
Well, I don't think it was a gunshot. More like a shutter banging. But right afterward, the doctor and nurse came running down the stairs and rushed out the front door into the street.
Well, of course you didn't follow them. It was still dark and you were in your nightclothes.
Oh, we went straight to Mr... Oh, dear, you see, I'm so rattled I've forgotten the poor man's name. Well, we went right to his room, and he was in bed, all covered up. We called. We tried to wake him, but it was all so horrible, Mr. Holmes, because he was dead.
Here, Mrs. Hudson. Now drink this. It'll make you feel much better.
Poor lady nearly passed out.
Do you blame her?
Now tell me, Mrs. Hudson, what was this boarder's occupation?
Well, he seemed to be a gentleman of leisure. Stayed home every day, he did. Oh, that is every day but Saturdays.
But he went out every evening. Is that right?
Well, it seemed so odd. Every night of the week.
Around theater time, I imagine. And his name was Mr. Gillette?
Of course. Oh, I remember now. But how did you know?
Call it deduction.
Not Mr. William Gillette.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know his first name. But my sister could tell you. It couldn't be.
Oh, yes, it could. Now, Mrs. Hudson, did you or your sister send for the police?
Oh, no, not yet. It only just happened. My sister runs a very respectable house. She don't want any crowds coming around or any scandal.
Were there any signs of violence?
But Mr. Gillette's room was neat as a pin.
No blood? No weapons? No injury to the body?
Oh, I couldn't bear to look. But my sister said he didn't have a mark on him.
Well, then isn't it possible that he died in his sleep?
Oh, he was wide awake when my sister saw him. And then that doctor and nurse, they were in such a hurry.
What did this man and woman look like?
Well, I didn't see them. But my sister said they were both quite young. Well, I would guess about the age of this lady and gentleman here.
Just as I thought.
Oh, and they wouldn't have gone running off like that unless something was wrong. Well, would they? I mean, that's why I came right away to you, Mr. Holmes. Oh, if you could just find them.
Perhaps I already have.
Oh, you must be joking, Mr. Holmes. Well, I know you're a great detective, but how could you possibly...
Run along now, run along. Go back to your sister's house. Tell her to keep the door to that room closed tight and to go about her business as if nothing had happened.
But you will help us.
Yes. I'll be along just as soon as I finish my business here. Well, it seems that we have more than one actor in this play.
Well, just what do you mean?
Your whereabouts this past night has shifted to a different stage.
Well, you aren't connecting us with this murder at Mrs. Hudson's sister's.
You do assume, then, that Mr. Gillette was murdered.
Which Mr. Gillette are you talking about?
My dear Mrs. Watson, you can't believe that all of this is sheer coincidence.
Well, what else could it be?
Item 1, a sound like a shot was heard.
She said it was a banging shutter.
Very similar to the clap made by certain pistols.
We were nowhere near a house in London.
Item 2, a talented actor is found dead in his bed, and his name is William Gillette.
Pardon me, sir, but I believe it was you who put that idea in Mrs. Hudson's head.
Watson, would you dare impugn my methods of deduction?
Of course not, Mr. Holmes. But in this case...
Item 3, 2 young people, male and female, discover the body and leave the victim's room in great haste.
But Jim is not a doctor, and I'm not a nurse.
More likely you than another couple. After all, the Watsons come from a distinguished medical family.
Sir, I assure you, I am not...
Never mind. Item by item, there is but one case, not 2. No signs of struggle, no visible injury. Oh, it's all very clear. I must now keep my promise to Mrs. Hudson.
It may seem clear to you,
Mr.
but...
Holmes, we came to you first. You must help us. The body we found was right here in Mr. Gillette's castle.
My dear young lady, in the castles of the mind, many things can happen.
You don't believe us, do you?
I believe that when you wanted your Mr. Gillette to be there, he was, and you placed him in a romantic setting.
But we were in the castle.
Call it what you will. You were prisoners and obviously wanted your jailer out of the way.
We went to Mr. Gillette for help.
Fiendishly clever, that man. He was trying to trick you.
I don't doubt that.
Well, then let me have the incriminating evidence.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The pistol. You have it in your pocket?
Well, this is nothing but a harmless piece of wood. I want to keep it as a souvenir.
The last thing in the world to be found on your person. Give it to me.
Never mind the doorbell. There's no one inside, and I have the key.
It seems to be a commotion at the front door, and I must be on my way.
Will you take us with you?
Not where I'm going, but don't worry about being apprehended.
All we want to do is go home.
Scotland Yard would like to know your whereabouts, but I'll put them off the scent. Any imposter who masquerades as Sherlock Holmes deserves to be put out of the way.
But what will become of us?
You two go out that door, and I'll just slip down the passageway behind the fireplace. Believe me, this has been a most refreshing encounter.
You're a new man, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am. First day on the job.
We've been short-handed, and we closed up early last evening. There's lots to be done before the first visitors arrive. Now, come this way.
Big, isn't it?
First, we check the Great Hall. Wouldn't you know, these tourists always leave something behind. Oh, here's a pair of dark glasses and a key ring. Some sort of jewel on it. Oh, I don't think it's valuable. However, I'll show you where we keep these things with the rest of the lost and found. Mr. Holmes said we should leave by this door.
I'm not sure I want to.
We can't stay here. If you won't open the door, I will. Oh, Jim, it's all right. It opens into the hallway of the castle.
I'll show you the library.
And listen.
Holmes' room.
We're all right, Jim. That's the guide. We're safe. I'm going to yell.
No, Pam, no, keep quiet.
Well, I'm going to let them know we're here.
Come back into the Sherlock Holmes room. Now, don't make a sound.
Have you lost your mind?
I think I'm just finding it. Quick, come over here.
I don't want to spend another minute in this room.
But I found another way out. Mr. Gillette must have used it often. Here. Behind the fireplace.
Jim, all we have to do is call the guide.
It can't be found in here.
I'm going...
Just wait. There. You see? It's a secret staircase. And no cobwebs on this one.
I don't ever want to see another secret staircase.
You're going down this one.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Pam, we've got to. Now, come on, take my hand.
But the guide is coming.
Hurry. It's our only way out. No one in the world would believe us if we told them what happened here last night.
I, for one, am a believer. With reservations, of course. I do believe that a sense of wonder helps keep healthy minds. Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall, your host for another excursion into the dark and frightening world of the macabre. I've been presiding over these trips away from the ordinary world for a long time, and every one of them turns up a surprise. As you look around, you'll see that we're in New Hampshire, and this is Wheeler College. That pleasant older man sitting in his comfortable office is head of fine arts, and his name is Homer Knowles, a professor. Our mystery drama, The Figure in the Moonlight, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Roy Windsor and stars Patricia Elliott and Paul Hecht. We live in two worlds, the real and the fantasy. sometimes they overlap. When we sleep, our subconscious becomes active, and when we awake, we may discover that it has provided us with a solution to a problem, or with an inspiration. Maybe the expression, "let me sleep on it," acknowledges the power of our shadow mind. The subconscious is, of course, a fact. The extent of its power is unknown. For example, is it possible that subconscious thought exists and has force even after death? Let us consider that as we eavesdrop on Professor Homer Knowles late one snowy afternoon.
Come in, Ted. Come in.
Huh. Am I late?
Oh, no. It's nothing important.
Good. Ben and I became so absorbed in what he calls the importance of continuity.
Ben... Oh, Ben Ware, of course.
Yes, one of the best graduate students we've ever had, Homer.
Oh, yes, exceptional.
Now, what's this mundane subject you wanted to discuss?
A bequest to the college.
Ah, I like that. Who's bestowed what on us?
Mrs. Albert Pope.
Pope? Don't think I know her.
Oh, it's unlikely that you would. She died a few weeks ago and has left whatever art she owned to the college. Don't get your hopes up. She was a poor, simple woman.
A thoughtful gesture all the same, Homer. Unusual. You knew her, of course.
Yes, slightly. The college has paid her a pension for years. Her husband was superintendent of our fine arts building for a long time.
And you arranged it so her husband's pension would go to her. That's like you.
Oh, it's the only decent thing to do.
Of course. Sure it was.
Your irony is transparent.
So is your sentimentality. Now, all of us know it, Homer. And we respect you for it. And the bequest?
Would you pick it up for us, Ted?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thank you. Look it over and evaluate it. There won't be many pieces. Photographs, prints, a watercolor or two. Nothing of value, probably.
Except to her.
I appreciate this, Ted.
I'm glad to do it.
If her things have no value, perhaps we should give them to the thrift shop at the hospital.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, who knows? She may have owned a masterpiece without knowing it.
Well, I doubt that. But you never know. The Popes lived up here for years. She just might have collected an early local artist. Well, look the stuff over and give me a report.
I'm on my way.
Is that you, Ted?
Hi, darling. Here, give me a hand.
Oh, now what have you dragged home?
The soul of Mrs. Albert Pope.
Give it to me in English, Professor.
No, I mean it. Here, take this old photo album.
All right.
Yeah, this big portfolio is heavy.
Where did you get all this junk?
Homer had me pick it up from Mrs. Pope, the late Mrs. Pope. She gave all this stuff to the college. I gave it a quick glance.
Find anything? You know my dream.
It won't come true this time, Diane. No, there's no treasure here. But there is one thing that's interesting. Here, let me hang up my coat and I'll show you.
But Ben's expected any minute. It's almost 7.
Oh, it is? I didn't realize it was so late. Oh, this will only take a second, Diane. Now, come on. I want you to see this and take a look.
Hey. Oh, it's really quite lovely.
Yeah, it's pretty good engraving. All the other stuff has no real value. Reproductions, mostly Van Gogh. 2 of the sunflowers are Renoir.
She had good taste.
Yeah, and a lot of photographs. Ben might like them. He collects pictures of old New Hampshire houses.
Then he ought to have this engraving.
Hey, that's an idea. Well, what do you think of it?
I like it. That's a fine Victorian house and grounds. Whose house is it, do you know?
No idea. Yeah, it is a pretty good engraving. Clean lines, flagstone path leading up to a wide front porch, 3 floors. Nicely framed by firs. Look, the house plantings are very well done.
But?
No, you know as well as I do, Di. It really needs a figure in the foreground to give the picture a focal point. As it is, it's just an engraving of a house.
A beautiful house.
Yeah, but the engraving is only architectural, like a plan. Has no meaning. It's just a house.
Who's the artist?
I don't know. It's unsigned. Yeah. With a figure in the foreground, the engraving would come alive.
Well, Ben will still like it.
Well, there's no reason he shouldn't have it. Or some of the old photographs. He's a bug on the past. What he doesn't want, I'll take over to the hospital thrift shop. They can sell them.
It must be Ben.
I'll wash up and be right back, Di. You play host.
Hi.
Hey, come in, come in.
Why, you look pretty, Diane.
Ah, flattery earns you a cocktail, and thank you. Where did you get your manners? Most art students are reclusive.
Well, I'm absorbed by art, but I can also see beauty around me.
Oh, you're too much. Ted will be right out. He came home just a few minutes ago. Hey, look.
Oh, what's all that?
The aesthetic side of the late Mrs. Pope. Look it over and take what you want. I have to check on dinner. Oh, here's Ted.
Hello, Ben. What can I fix for you? The usual?
Yeah, please.
Well, why don't you sit down in front of the fire?
Who is Mrs. Pope?
I'll tell you all about her in a minute. Not that I know much more than you do. Here you are. White and as cold as a ski lift.
Half an hour and we eat.
Here you are, darling.
Thank you.
A toast.
Right on.
Here's to us. Who's like us? Damn few.
I'd love it. Where did you pick that up, Ben?
When I was in college in Chicago years ago.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting that you're from the Midwest.
Why did you abandon Chicago with its arts institute and the universities with their, excellent fine arts departments and come to this little cottage?
I love New Hampshire. And then there's Professor Knowles and Ted. They know everything.
Hardly, Ben.
More than I'll ever know.
You really like the climate?
Yeah, I really do. Real winter. Unspoiled forests, clean air, remoteness, the snow. All of it keeps your perspective straight.
Maybe yours. Mine freezes up. Give him the pictures, Ted.
Ah, yes. The Mrs. Albert Pope collection. She left that meager pile to the college, and, there's one picture you might admire. No. Stay where you are. It's quite a good engraving of some old mansion.
You collect pictures of old homes, don't you, Ben?
Yeah. I like them. They give me a sense of...
continuity?
Yeah, and stability.
Yeah, here we are.
Oh, wow, it's beautiful. That's a beautiful house.
Yep, it's a pretty good engraving. All it lacks is a figure in the foreground to give it a focal point.
No, there is a figure in the foreground.
No, wrong.
Oh, there is, really. Take a look.
Oh, but both Diane and I
Let me see.
There. You see? Next to the path. The figure of a man on his hands and knees crawling towards the house.
But I swear...
I'd swear, too. When you showed me the engraving, Ted, there was no figure.
Well, maybe you just glanced at it.
No. We looked at it under the light. There was nothing in the foreground.
Well, there is now. A man furtively crawling across the lawn toward the porch.
Ted?
Yeah, yes, darling?
Are you going to stay up? It's late.
Come on, sit down. Sit down for a minute, Di.
Oh, it's cold in here.
I'll toss another log on the fire.
Not for me. I'm ready for the down comforter.
Yeah, so am I, but I just can't get that engraving out of my mind.
We made a mistake, that's all. There's no question there's a figure in the foreground.
But there wasn't.
Well, I didn't think so either. But there is.
Well, I studied the thing. The foreground was empty.
So what?
So it's mystifying. I don't like that.
Can't you admit we made a mistake?
Yeah, I made lots of mistakes, but this wasn't one of them. I saw what I saw. Now, let's take another look at it.
Ben looked at us as if we were a little mental.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him. Now, come over by me, Di.
An eye check, right?
Right. It's gone.
Come on.
The figure of the man crawling toward the house. It's gone. Now, you tell me.
It wasn't there when we first looked at the engraving, and then it was there when you showed it to Ben Ware, and now nothing.
Well, you agree I haven't gone mental.
Well, if you have, so have I. How in the world do you explain it, Ted?
Oh, I can't.
Is there some kind of drawing technique?
No, Di. It's a plain, straightforward engraving. Homer might know.
Well, call him up and let's take the picture over to him.
Oh, it's pretty late.
Only 10:30. You want to sit here and brood over the thing until you freeze to death?
Oh, I feel ridiculous.
I'll call him. He's only half a block away and he stays up late.
I don't know. This simply makes no sense.
Ted, you expect me to believe that the engraving had no figure in the foreground, and that then one appeared, and that now it's gone again?
Well, see for yourself, Homer.
Well, that won't do much good. I never saw the figure. Oh, this is just foolish, Ted.
Well, here, take a look at the thing.
Well, It's quite good. Not valuable, but well etched. The prize among the collection of Mrs. Pope?
Yeah, well, the rest is nothing. Prints and a lot of photographs.
The house looks familiar to me.
Well, that's the clue. I mean, if we knew the history of the house, we might be able to explain this phenomenon.
Oh, phenomenon, my foot.
But honestly, Homer, the three of us saw what we saw.
Oh, let me see. I wonder if that could be the home of that young judge, long since dead, Now, what happened to him? Oh, yes. Now I remember. He shot and killed a man for trespassing.
Good heavens.
Well, why the devil would Mrs. Pope have the engraving?
Now, who was the judge?
Oh, I just can't remember. It was years ago. Maybe as many as 25.
Did you say he killed a man? Well, can you remember who? It might have made news.
Oh, not as much as you might think, Ted. It was an occurrence.
Murder is an occurrence?
Up here, a man's property is inviolate, Stan.
Homer, who was killed?
Oh, my goodness. I remember now. It was Albert Pope.
Aha. The Fine Arts Building Superintendent.
Yes, that's right. A man with a bad habit. When he went hunting, he wandered everywhere. He trespassed. The judge... I wish I could remember his name. Well, he warned Albert once, and the next time fined him and jailed him for a week.
And the third time, the judge shot and killed him.
Yes, that's right.
Incredible. And the judge lived happily ever after.
I don't know.
Well, that's some story, Homer.
It's pretty grim, but it has nothing to do with your disappearing figure.
All the same, I'd like to know the whole story.
Huh. You've aroused my curiosity. Let me check into it.
I'd appreciate it, Homer. You may smile at what we told you, but unless Di and Ben and I are deluded, that engraving has the power to change itself. I mean, it's weird.
The only explanation is supernatural.
As eminent a philosopher as Santayana wrote, there is nothing impossible in the existence of the supernatural. Its existence seems to me decidedly probable. Is that what we have encountered here? It seems impossible for a picture to change its composition. And yet 3 educated, rational persons maintain that the etching did change. Where this will lead us, I have no idea. But I will return shortly with Act 2. We've gotten ourselves into a byway in the strange world of the macabre. And it has led us to a small college town in New Hampshire and to an etching of an old mansion that seems to have the power to change its composition. There's no rational explanation for it. Is there an irrational one? The subject puzzles and disturbs Ted Morris, an assistant professor of fine arts. Perhaps the history of the house will reveal a secret, a clue. But even as he thinks it, he smiles in disbelief.
Oh, boy, I just...
Since when have you begun talking to yourself, Ted?
Oh, yes, good morning, Ben.
My mother says persons who talk to themselves are crazy.
No, she's absolutely correct. I have gone over the edge.
I see. That's why you sit there behind your desk grading papers and mumbling to yourself?
Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, that's what you were doing. What is it?
Ben, there is no figure of a man crawling across the lawn up to the house.
But we saw it.
No, it wasn't there when I first looked at the engraving. Then you picked it up, and there it was. And last night, I looked again. The figure was gone.
That's crazy.
Oh, we are. I showed it to Homer Knowles. He smiled, but, he's going to indulge me. He's going to track down the history of the mansion.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'd like to know the story. Any idea where the mansion is located?
No. But Homer did recall that it belonged to some judge, a despotic kind of guy. Now, it seems this Albert Pope was an inveterate trespasser. Finally, the judge blasted him. End of Albert. End of our building superintendent. No charge brought against the judge.
Wow. Jungle justice.
Yeah.
That's some story.
Well, there may be more to it. Homer's trying to find out. When he does, you're welcome to it, and to the etching. I know you like photographs and paintings of old houses.
Well, there's more to it than that, Ted. I don't know, for some odd reason, I'm sort of drawn to it.
Homer, what a pleasant surprise.
I haven't dropped in at a bad time, have I, Diane?
Come in, Homer. I'm just starting a fire.
Let me take your coat.
Thank you, my dear.
And the package?
No. I want to show you something. Set down engraving.
Had any luck about the history of the house?
I'll come to that. But, take a look at the thing.
I can't believe it.
Well. So I'm not crazy.
When you showed me the picture last night, there was no figure in it. Now, look there.
Yes. A figure crouching on the porch.
Very sinister. A creeping man. He vanished. And now he appears again, this time on the porch. You know, we're seeing something being acted out.
I refuse to believe it. Now, this is nonsense. It's a very old engraving. Changes in the atmosphere may account for these subtle changes. I can't explain it, but that must be it. And our imagination.
No, that won't do. We are not imagining what we can see. Now, I want to know about that house, the judge, and that creeping figure. Now, what have you learned, Homer?
The mansion belonged to a Judge Asa Lawrence, a young firebrand. Came to the bench in his 40s.
Where?
Earned his degree in Boston, went into practice in Orton, and became a judge in 1950. He had a rather heavy hand, really enforced the law.
And shot and killed Albert Pope.
Oh, no question about that.
Oh, he must have been mad.
No, he wasn't. The amateur deer hunters from Boston and New York still swarm all over the area during the seasons, and they shoot at anything that moves. Sometimes at each other.
And they can't read.
The no trespassing signs mean nothing to them. They've got their guns, and by George, they're going to shoot something. Yes, they're a menace. Well, Judge Lawrence fined them dizzy.
But he murdered Albert Pope.
Oh, he warned him time and time again. Fined and jailed him. But Albert did what he pleased.
And his wife became a widow. Anything else, Homer? What about the judge's mansion?
It burned to the ground. The judge died from smoke inhalation.
When, recently?
No. It's about 3 years after he killed Pope.
And when did all this take place, roughly?
I'd say about 1954.
So that's the story. Now, there's more to it than that, Homer. I would like to reconstruct the whole tragedy from Pope's death to the fire in the mansion.
Well, for goodness sake, why?
Because there is something significant we don't know.
I think so, too. Something's been unfolding before our eyes. You know what I think?
Go on, Don.
I think we've been watching the man who set fire to the judge's house.
Oh, my dear Diane.
No, it's an idea.
You're hallucinating, both of you.
What about the fire, Homer? Can we find out?
Well, I would imagine so. Someone in Orton may remember it.
What about the newspapers?
I don't think the Boston papers... Well, no, that's an idea. They might have carried a line or two about the judge's death. Let me check further. I'll leave the engraving with you.
Ted!
Oh, my. I simply will not believe it.
Yes. The figure on the porch has disappeared.
But look there. Do you see it? One of the front room windows is now open. Ted, dear, may I suggest we pack our bags and make our getaway from this forsaken spot?
Oh, it's got you, has it?
It's driving me up the wall. That engraving is, well, it's evil.
Oh, forget about it, darling.
How can I? How can you? We have to explain what's happened to it, Ted, or the whole thing will nag at us until we see ghosts in every corner. Do you believe in the supernatural?
No, of course not. I don't think I do. Who can explain everything? It's beyond me.
It means something. Something bad. I don't think you ought to give it to Ben. It might do him some harm.
Oh, nonsense. He's drawn to it.
He said that?
Yeah. Oh, I'll get it there.
Ben's drawn to the engraving. How odd.
Is this the home of the magic picture?
Oh, come in, Ben. Go easy on the magic picture talk, huh? Diane is terribly upset.
Oh.
Make yourself at home in the Institute for the Befuddled.
Anything new happened?
Yeah, two things. Homer brought the engraving back, and there, as plain as day, was a figure crouching on the porch.
Then the figure disappeared, and there was an open window in the living room of the house.
This is really crazy, isn't it?
Oh, the engraving is yours, Ben. Homer said to give it to you.
Oh, well, thank you. And I'll thank him.
You don't want it, Ben. I think it's evil. It has turned back time to some previous awful event.
Well, that's a little hard for me to follow.
Well, radio sound, all those trillions of airwaves out there, right here in this room. Now, look, I once read or heard that maybe someday science could capture some of those never-ending sounds. They go like ripples when a pebble is tossed into a pond. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Science fiction.
Maybe not. Wouldn't you like to hear, Caesar speaking in the form, or Cleopatra, Disraeli, and any other great man or woman?
Yes, but airwaves are fact. I mean, what's that got to do with the changing engraving?
Well, could it be possible that here's the engraving of the house, and it's lovely and all that, and then something comes along to defile it, and it's somehow recorded?
Well, that assumes that the house is a living thing.
Well, isn't it? A house has its own character.
Now, this is too far-fetched for me, Diane.
Look, do you believe in the supernatural? I've already asked Ted.
Well, yes. I can't define what I mean by it, but insights come to me that I can't explain. Like, well, coming up here for graduate study, something compelled me to. There was some kind of intervention in me that led me here.
That's all I'm saying, Ben. That's it. There must have been some kind of intervention with the house, and it's recreating what it was. It has a mystery to reveal, or a tragedy to show us. I swear it.
So it's like a soap opera, huh? Tune in tomorrow to find out what happens next?
Yeah, except that they never end, do they?
This will end. We watch the picture. You watch it, Ben, if you really want to take it home, until the engraving has retold its story.
May I see the engraving?
Sure, it's over there on the table.
That entire bequest from Mrs. Pope may have been worthless, but now this engraving of hers.
Now what?
Well, Di must be right. The engraving's changed again.
What? The figure has emerged from the house and is halfway down the path. He's got a bundle in his arms.
No, look more closely, both of you. That is no bundle.
The man is carrying a small child.
Yes, who is it?
Ben Ware, Professor. I noticed your light, and I...
Oh, it's probably all right, Ben. I'm pleased to see you. It's pleasant when students drop in. Makes me think I'm still part of the living scene.
Oh, you're more than that, Professor. You're a living legend.
Oh, dear, I hope not. Come, sit down. Ah, you have the engraving.
Yes, Ted said I could have it.
Yes, of course. Perplexing, isn't it?
There's been another change in the engraving. There's a man leaving the house and carrying a small child in his arms.
The devil, you say? Now, what in the world can that mean?
Well, we don't know, but Ted said you were going to check the newspapers.
Yes, so I am. A former student of ours is assistant editor of Boston newspaper. He'll check his morgue in the morning, but oddly enough, he remembered something about Judge Lawrence. The house in the engraving burned down. Do you know that?
Yes, sir. I'm more interested in what happened earlier, at the time that Albert Pope was murdered.
Well, I do know a little about that, Ben. After Albert was shot and killed, his brother Steve arrived with murder in his eyes. Even before the funeral, the brother was threatening to kill Judge Lawrence.
But he didn't, huh?
No. The judge died in the fire, and that was 3 years later.
Did the brother try to get even with the judge?
I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm interested in, Professor.
Well, why is that, my boy?
Because of the figure in the picture. Was it the judge who was running away with a child of his own?
You think the child was abducted?
From the changes we've seen in the picture, a man sneaked into the house and came out carrying a child.
I see. Not likely to be the judge.
Did Judge Lawrence preside here?
No, in Orton, a few miles away.
Maybe I'll drive over there and ask some questions.
Someone's sure to remember the fire, but I don't think you'll learn much about the murder. Albert Pope lived here.
Yeah, but I might learn something about the judge. You know, how old he was when he died. Was he married? Did he have children? What's become of the survivors? And the story doesn't end with that man sneaking out of the house.
Oh, perhaps not. If I learn anything from Boston, I'll tell Ted.
Yeah, I'll do the same if I learn anything in Orton.
I suggest that you begin in the general store. It's the gossip center. Enjoy your engraving.
I'm going to photograph it tonight.
You are? Well, for heaven's sake, why?
The old mansion burned down, remember?
Are you suggesting?
No, I like the etching. I just want to be sure I have a record of it. Just in case it disappears.
No matter what the outcome may be of the engraving that unexplainably altered itself, first to show a foreground figure, then an open window, and then the figure leaving the old mansion with a child in his arms. We're at a loss to rationalize this phenomenon. History may supply the answer. After Professor Knowles talks with that Boston newspaper editor, we may know more. I'll return with Act 3 shortly. You've heard of the poltergeist. That word is German for noise and ghost. Many will attest to visits by these noisy phantoms. They're noisy, all right. Rapping here and moving objects there. They exist. No question about it. Well, if they can manifest themselves as supernatural visitors, why can't we accept what we have already heard? An old engraving of a house alters itself, and what the beholder sees begins to piece together a tragic story of long ago. So far, we know of a murder, a death in a fire, and we have had a hint of an abduction. It is late the next day at Ted Morris's house.
Ben may stop by Homer if he returns early enough from Orton.
You know, he was correct about one part of the story, Ted. Ben suspected that the figure carrying the small child from the house was a kidnapper.
I knew it.
I spoke to a friend of mine in Boston late this morning.
The back issues covered the story.
And briefly, it's an ugly story.
Someone kidnapped the judge's child?
Now, Diane, let's take it step by step. Huh?
Albert Pope was murdered. His brother Steve came up here from Chicago for the funeral. He was outraged at Judge Lawrence. And a week later, the judge's small boy, about 3 years old, was abducted.
The brother did it.
Well, that's what everyone assumed, but there was no proof. Steve Pope was arrested in Chicago, but he was freed for lack of evidence. But there is more to it than that, Ted. Whoever kidnapped the child committed murder.
No.
The governess was stabbed to death.
Good Lord. I wondered how a man could break into the house and walk away with a small boy without being detected.
And the judge's wife?
That's another part of this tragic story. She had died in childbirth. Perhaps that explains in part why Judge Lawrence was such a harsh man. He married late, and by the time he was 40, he'd lost his wife, and then his little boy was abducted.
What a tragic story.
Yes, I'm rather sorry I unearthed it.
And they never found a trace of the child?
None. The search went on for months. The loss, Judge Lawrence's 2 losses, seemed to break his spirit.
How is it possible for... No, I suppose it is possible. I was about to ask how a child can just vanish.
Well, in a big city, it's not all that difficult. The child is abandoned at an orphanage or at a home.
But they'd report it, Ted.
Well, they should, but just read the papers. There's always a story of an abandoned child.
Well, there's the whole story.
Yeah, and the etching recreated the facts.
Yes, the essential ones.
The story without an ending. Has this Steve Pope ever been back here? Or did you ever speak to Albert's widow about all this?
No, but I have been wondering how Mrs. Pope came to acquire the engraving. My guess is that she simply bought it.
Yeah, but why would Mrs. Pope want a picture of the home of a man who killed her husband?
She may have wanted it as a reminder of her husband's murder.
Yes, as a talisman. Albert was a happy-go-lucky fellow. His wife was somewhat hard.
Yeah, with a grim sense of humor.
Homer, one more question. Can we find a picture of Judge Lawrence? A photograph? Even one of him in his robes?
Oh, I should think so.
Would you ask your Boston friend to mail us one?
I should think there'd be an official picture of the judge in the Orton courthouse.
Of course.
Why'd you want it, Di?
I'd rather not say. You might laugh. Let me say only that, I've got a hunch.
I really must thank Professor Knowles. He's gone to a lot of trouble about the story behind the engraving.
Well, it's been diverting, Ben. Not that anyone will believe it.
Well, some old codgers in Orton confirm it, Ted. The story, I mean.
I meant the engraving that kept on changing its composition.
Oh, no. There's no explanation for that.
Something activated it.
Yeah, and still is, Diane. The thing's changed again.
Now what?
Last night, I shot a photograph of the etching. I had a hunch that something might happen. It did. I brought it along to show you.
The etching is scorched.
Yep. That's from the fire that burned down the house.
So, the cycle is completed. There's an end to it.
And somewhere out there is a small boy, perhaps dead and forgotten, or an alive, grown man. Oh, I'd certainly like to talk to Steve Pope.
Well, I wouldn't. I've had enough of the engraving. Now, look, all this took place 25 years ago. Please, let's drop it.
You drop it. You and Ben and Homer, you have no imagination. I'm going to do some research on my own.
Your research, darling, is based on hunch.
And hunch is intuition.
What's your hunch, Diane?
It's so far-fetched that even if it's correct, I don't think I'll tell.
It'll come to you across a crowded room?
Hey, that's it.
What's what?
That line from South Pacific in the song, of course.
What are you talking about, Diane?
How does one fall in love?
I don't remember.
Come on, don't be funny. I'm serious. Isn't there some magical attraction that strikes two persons at the same time? You know in a glance that you're meant for each other. That's corny, but you know that you're intertwined in every way.
Yeah, but what the devil has falling in love got to do with the engraving?
You don't see it, Ben?
Nope.
Well, I do. I know the answer, and I'm going to prove it.
Now, Diane, why won't you tell me?
Because if I'm wrong, I'd look like a fool, and I don't want to cause embarrassment.
Would you give me a hint?
I'd rather not, Ted. You'll just have to wait until tomorrow.
Have you some wild theory about Steve Pope?
No, that's not it. If the police couldn't convict him, I sure can't. Oh, he did it all right.
I suppose the police could check all the orphanages and adoption homes in Chicago, but they probably did that already. And who knows if the little boy was dropped in Chicago?
I don't know. That's a good point.
Well, of course, he wouldn't have been dropped in a small city. A person can be anonymous only in a big one.
I still think Chicago.
More intuition, huh?
Oh, you make fun of it, Ted. But you've had hunches, haven't you?
Yes, I must admit that I have. But I can't imagine what you have in mind. Well, now, what's this that you have to do tomorrow?
I'm going to the courthouse.
Oh, yes, to try to find a picture of Judge Lawrence. What else?
I may make a long-distance telephone call.
You've lost me.
There's something I have to find out, but I don't quite know how to go about it. I don't want to come right out and ask a blunt question.
Oh, since when? You won't give me an inkling of what you're up to?
All right. Just an inkling.
Shoot.
Think about the engraving.
Go on.
You brought it home from Mrs. Pope's. You said it lacked a figure in the foreground to give it a focal point.
That's right, I did.
When did the figure appear?
The second time I looked at it.
Think about what you just said, my dear Ted, and you'll have the clue. Ben, come in. Oh, what a grisly day.
Oh, I love it.
You have to be crazy, but thanks for coming to my rescue. Drop your coat and come in. I have hot coffee.
Great.
Ted had to take the car.
I know. He's giving a lecture in Putney. I'll be glad to drive you to Orton.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Ben. Do sit down. This will warm you up.
Oh, thank you.
Are the roads passable?
Yeah, sure. And Orton's not far away. Nice little town. I had a good visit there. Did I tell you I saw the judge's former estate?
No. The house is gone, I suppose.
He leveled years ago, and the rubble's been hauled away. The land's been developed.
Who owns it now, do you know?
Some real estate company, Country Homes. They've sold off a number of 3-acre estates. The judge owned about 50 acres. Must have been something back in the 50s. Beautiful property facing the river.
Judge, landowner, artist. Quite a man. And he was only 40 when he died. When you receive your Master of Fine Arts, what then, Ben? Back to Chicago?
Oh, no. No, New Hampshire's in my blood. I hope to teach here at the college or at one of the nearby prep schools.
And your parents? Wouldn't they like to have you closer by?
Well, they've never understood me.
Oh, no, not another one of those.
Oh, no, of course not. No, they're wonderful. They wanted me to take a good job in something in Chicago. You know, get married, have children, visit every week. You know, the conventional.
And along you come and you like art with a capital A.
Yeah, right. They shook their heads, but they never stood in my way. They're great. You'll meet them at commencement. They know all about you and Ted.
How do you explain your interest in fine arts? Have you ever tried?
No, I can't. There's nothing in their background to suggest an interest of that kind.
Oh?
My dad's a shipping clerk in a big book company. Mom's just a housewife.
Any brothers and sisters?
No, they never could have any children of their own.
After you mean?
No. What I said.
Then?
I was adopted.
Wow, what a drive.
How did the lecture go?
Beautifully. Did Ben drive you over to Orton?
Yep.
You found what you wanted?
Yep.
Hey, would you knock off the country dialect and tell all? No. Wait a second. You have been devious, haven't you?
Yep.
Would you please stop that? Now, you insisted that I drive our car because, and don't say yep, or I'll slug you, you wanted to be with Ben. Yep.
Oh, Ted, you're marvelous.
Yes, and you're replaceable. Do you know that? Now, stop being coy. Did you find a picture of Judge Lawrence?
I found more than that. My intuition was correct.
Well, tell all.
Not so fast. Telephone Homer and insist he come right over this minute. I want both of you to hear what I have to say. And then, and I'm not joking, Ted, we have a vital decision to make.
So that's the tragic Judge Asa Lawrence. Handsome man.
Oh, is that all you see, Homer? Ted?
Should we see something more?
Study the photograph. Make allowance for the old-fashioned hairstyle. Now, doesn't he remind you of someone?
Oh, my. It's the image of Ben Ware.
Why, so it is. What an astonishing coincidence.
Oh, coincidence. Why do you think Ben was, well, as he said, drawn to the engraving? Why does he, a young man from Chicago, love New Hampshire? And, Ted, it was when Ben picked up the engraving that it began to change.
That's astonishing.
And wait until you hear this. Ben was adopted. Judge Asa Lawrence was Ben's father, and Ben was the little boy kidnapped soon after Albert Pope's death, taken to Chicago, abandoned, and adopted by Ben's foster parents, the Wares.
Incredible.
But true. So, now, gentlemen, what do we do?
I don't know.
Homer?
Conceal your discovery, Diane. Ben's a happy young man, and Ware is a good name. If we tell him what we know, his life would be violently disrupted. The publicity would be unnerving. We'd cause trouble for Ben's foster parents, and gain what? Nothing.
But That he'd inherit?
Oh, after almost 25 years, Ted, I doubt if there's anything to inherit. That's my advice.
I agree with it, Homer.
Yep, so do I. I hope the judge would understand.
So, once again, we complete an odd tale with an ending you may wish to challenge.
Many of the tales I bring you could be called Gothic. This has become an umbrella word to cover so many things. The true Gothic was a story about horror beyond belief. Ghouls and gargoyles, the unexplained and the unexplainable, creatures from a world beyond comprehension. But my favorite Gothic tales are the ones which only seem to borrow from that world. Stories in which the explanation lies in this mundane one we occupy. Gothic mysteries, perhaps they should be called. This is one of them. Our mystery drama, The Deathly White Man, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Betsy Palmer. The Renzevelts are one of the oldest families in the United States. Linda Barclay, on the other hand, although she can trace her lineage as far back as most of us care to, is a product of the Middle West. Her father's job brought him east to the accident that killed him and crippled his wife. making her totally dependent on Linda for the rest of her life. When her mother finally died, Linda found herself alone and without money. That's why she answered the mysterious advertisement, which has led her to the terrifying meeting with the Roosevelts and the curse of their history.
Well, you're younger than I might have expected, Miss Barclay.
That's something I'm scarcely able to do anything about, Mr. Roosevelt.
And I'm not quite sure this would be the right job for you. My wife is, well, after her fall, she's more than ever an invalid.
But that's what I'm used to. That's what my mother was. Ever since I was 15, the carriage overturned on a bend in the road, and my father was killed, and my mother pinned under the wheel. She never walked again. I had to lift her, carry her. I'm very strong, and I've studied nursing, even if I don't have a degree.
Oh, yes. My dear girl, you remember all that was in the letter when you replied to my advertisement.
You don't believe me?
Well, of course I do, but what is concerning me at the moment is not so much how good you would be for my wife, but...
But what?
Well, is how good this job would be for you. Or bad.
I don't quite understand, Mr. Roosevelt.
Well, for many reasons, we live, that is, my family lives quite a bit outside the city on an island, very isolated. My wife had a difficult time when our son was born, and in recent years her mental health has been, well, she retrogresses year by year.
Oh.
She can be very difficult at times, especially now since her injury. It's so much more difficult for her now that she can't... Now that her mobility is impaired because of what happened, she mustn't... No. I'm afraid you'd have to be a kind of jailer, too, and make sure that she keeps to her own quarters and... Very well, then. Let's see how it works out. How soon can you leave?
As soon as I can pack. By tonight.
No. I shall drive up by carriage tonight myself. I need a little time to prepare my wife and the household for your arrival. You can take the train up tomorrow to Coscob. My housekeeper's son, Jason, will meet you at the train. His name is Jason Greaves.
Is it a large menage?
No, just Mrs. Greaves, my wife, Jason, a cleaning woman, and a maid or so, and myself, of course, when I'm there. Business holds me a good deal to the city. Now, do you need money? No, better than that. Here are some traveling expenses.
$50? Well, that's far more than enough.
Well, we can straighten things out once you get to Broomwagon.
Where?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the old Dutch manor that we live in. Built, over 3 centuries ago.
Ah. How did Mrs. Roosevelt injure herself?
Why, she fell down a flight of stairs. We don't know why. There were quite severe head injuries, and she's now confined to a wheelchair.
Was it the way he said it? Was it just my imagination? Or was it some extension of a secret knowledge that he didn't want to reveal to me? For just a fleeting second, I had the feeling of rat feet scampering through dark and dank cellars. And so it was, on the following day, I found myself on the wheezing, puffing, somehow very self-important New Haven train on the way to Coscob.
I beg your pardon, is this seat taken?
Oh, no, it isn't. But
the coach isn't very crowded. You consider me a masher?
Well, after all...
You don't know the New Haven. How quickly the coaches fill up. In no time, we shall be at 125th, and then in quick succession, St. Mary's Park, Tremont Avenue, Bruckner Boulevard, Pelham Parkway, and 100 others I might name. And each station, pouring onto the train, the flotsam and jetsam who are fleeing the city.
And your endeavor, since the car is practically empty at the moment except for us, is to protect me from this possible flotsam and jetsam.
Not at all. I just happen to think you're the most attractive woman I ever remember seeing, and I'll happily make up any excuse to sit with you.
Well, I really can't think of one that's good enough.
No, come on. How far are you going?
Not nearly so far as you might like. Coscob.
Well, Now, there's a coincidence. The same stop as myself. I'm on my way up to, actually, it's a highly penitential journey. I'm on the way up to see my mother. If you know Koskab, you should know or have heard of my mother. Her name is Mrs. Carter Rensevelt.
I looked at the handsome young man standing beside me, his gloves and his fedora held casually, but so stylishly. His hair a light brown and wavy, his eyes a deep, almost steel blue. And as I looked, a wave of what? Anticipation, pleasure, excitement, or perhaps something even stronger welled up in me, constricting my throat.
Did you hear me?
Yes, Yes, of course.
I get the impression you did recognize my mother's name.
Oh, indeed I did.
Then do I pass muster, and may I sit down?
I'm sorry. Please do sit, Mr. Rensevelt.
At last. What a relief.
I didn't mean to keep you standing so long.
My dear young lady, it's no relief to be off my feet. I was swept from them the moment I saw you. The relief is that you did not deny me your company.
I could scarcely do that to my employer's son.
What?
I've been engaged by your father to be nurse to your mother at Broomwagon. My name is Linda Barclay. Didn't your father tell you about me?
My father and I, Miss Barclay, are not on speaking terms. You said nurse? Tell me, is my mother worse? What does she need a nurse for?
Well, I understand she had a fall.
Mother? That's strange. A fall. How? Who was with her?
I really don't know the details. I believe Mrs. Greaves or her son Jason found her.
Mrs. Greaves? Is she back? What happened to Bunty?
Bunty?
Bunty, yes, Bunty. She was our housekeeper all the years I was growing up. She was almost more of the... Mrs. Bunter, her name was. She was a darling. Did she die?
I don't know.
I hope not. And my mother, how badly hurt is she from the fall?
I can't answer. I believe she had an injury to her head and is in a wheelchair.
Oh, no. A moment or so ago, after I met you, I wanted this pokey old train to take all the time in the world or even break down. Now I can't wait for it to get to Broomwagon. I have a ghastly feeling old ghosts are abroad again. If you'll excuse me, I think I shall repair to the bar car.
As abruptly as he had appeared, he was gone. I remained looking after him for a long while, the passing countryside forgotten as my mind was filled with speculation. Jason Greaves was taller than my employer's son and heavy and dark and powerful looking. But his teeth had been startlingly white against his swarthy complexion as he greeted me with a smile that faded as quickly as it had come when he saw Mr. Rensevelt Jr. Now, riding in a carriage from the station, I was painfully conscious of powerful undercurrents of feeling between these two men. It was obvious that they disliked each other, but it seemed to be more from instinct than from acquaintance.
Oh. Oh, there we are. And here we are.
That's Broomwagon over there on the island, perched high on the rocks.
But it's a real island. Open water all around. Well, what happened to the bridge? Must we go by boat?
Well, Jason, must we, or is it out of service again?
No, Mr. Rensevelt. I keep it in service or out of service as is indicated. Excuse me a minute.
Where's he gone?
Oh, you'll see, to the bridge house over there. One at each end of the bridge can be operated from either side.
I don't see any bridge.
You see what looks like a dock? Over on the island side.
Yes.
Yep. Now watch it. It's hinged in the middle and operated partly by hydraulics, partly by the set of the tide, and part by counterweights. See? Look at that. It opens just like a huge arm. And when it's straight, it reaches from shore to shore. Some people, like my father, who belongs back in the Middle Ages, must have their precious privacy at all costs. Look at that nonsense. It's ingenious, isn't it?
Why, it's incredible.
Like the man who spawned it. And the rest of our private brood, whom you are about to meet. Unless you want to fly now while you still have the chance, Miss Barclay.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm not sure I do myself. It's just a feeling I have about my dear ancestral birthplace. So, the damn thing still works, Jason.
As you can see, Master Ted, as long as you know how to handle it. Hey! Up there, boys.
Don't look so scared, Linda.
I'm not scared.
Jason, why the devil, if you knew Miss Barkley was coming, even if you didn't know about me, didn't you leave the bridge in place?
Mr. Roosevelt's orders. It's never left in place, except when it's to be used.
By whom?
By whoever is authorized.
But the question really is, old Beetlebrow, what is its real purpose? To keep the public out? Or to shut the family in?
I slid a sideways look at this handsome young man beside me, whose moods changed like a chameleon. And inside, I felt a cold and icy shudder. I wanted to cry out, "Take me back!" But we were already over the bridge and on our way up the steep driveway that wound its way up to that great, dark house. In the gathering dark, it loomed like some huge monster, and I had a feeling of terror lurking in and around it, and unnamed things that cried out in the night. Things that I was to hear and see, but it was too late to turn back.
Dear me. Now, mark you, the ladies in these old Gothic mysteries did have a penchant for, or a habit of, overstatement. But in Linda's case, well, I shall leave you to judge that for yourselves when I return with Act 2. Element is never missing from all true Gothic tales. The house. That gloom-shrouded mansion in whatever special guise it appears. Broomwagon. High on a rocky island, barely separated from the Connecticut coastland, which some ancient Roosevelt ancestor built. Massive stone and mortar, it is intimidating before one enters it, and even more so after one is inside.
The first night, I didn't meet my patient. Mrs. Greaves, the housekeeper, served us all dinner, and we retired early. My room was on the second floor, right next to Mrs. Roosevelt's bedroom. Mrs. Greaves had told me, but quite a way beyond it as you went down the hall. I had stopped for just a moment in curiosity outside my room to the patient's door, and then quickly, ashamed of myself, moved to my own room and had just entered when I heard the sound of a door closing and a key in the lock. I looked out, and Mr. Ted Roosevelt was in the hall.
Oh, I'm sorry, Linda. Did I disturb you?
No, just the sound of the door attracted my attention.
I was with, my mother.
How is she?
Asleep. You look a little strange.
Well, it's nothing, just that... Well, nothing.
Oh, come on, you can't fob me off like that. What is it?
Oh, silly. I thought you came from that door on the other side of the hall.
That? No, scarcely. That goes to the third floor in the turret rooms. Part of the house that's been shut off for years. Nobody uses that door.
I'm sorry. It was just an impression.
Linda, trust me. Believe me, I may be the only one you can in this house.
What is... a dream. That's all a dream. I remember waking up that first night at Broomwagon, somewhere far away as from another world, and yet I knew it was in the house. There was this terrible, agonizing animal sound. Alone in that strange, dark room with the massive oak chests and the high, ornate wardrobes pressing in from the walls, I could feel the panic, bitter as bile, in the back of my throat. But either it was a nightmare, or I was worn out from excitement and the long journey, for suddenly it was morning, and the sun was streaming in.
Oh, mercy, child, you startled me. Oh, you're up
early, surely.
But I couldn't sleep.
Why?
Oh, the excitement in a new place, I suppose. You know, new surroundings.
Oh, is that all?
What more should it be?
You didn't hear anything?
What sort of thing?
Oh, anything out of the ordinary.
Well, I was half asleep in the middle of the night, and I heard... I don't know how to describe it, even if I really did hear it.
Oh, it was probably a bad dream. This musty old house produces a lot of sounds. Perhaps it was the madam.
No, it sounded farther away than that.
Oh, you can't rightly tell. It's echoey, like a tomb. You never know what you're hearing or where it's coming from. Well, I have coffee on and bacon frying. Will you have eggs?
Just some juice and coffee and toast is enough for me.
Stomach a little queasy, huh?
Yes.
Well, I'm not surprised. Look, this is no place for a girl like you. Pick up your skirts and run while you have the chance.
While she has the chance for what, Mrs. Greaves?
I didn't know you were there, Master Ted.
I'm sure you didn't. Because weren't you advising Miss Barkley to get out of here before she's even found out what the job is all about?
Oh, not exactly. Oh, but you've seen your mother. It's a very difficult job for a young girl, and
Whatever you want, Mrs. Greaves, I want her to stay. And my father's engaged her. You and your son are the ones I'm surprised to see back here.
Well, it's where I belong.
I'll know better about that soon. Come on. Let's have breakfast. While you're getting it, I'll take Linda up to Mother.
Shall I bring up Mrs. Rensevelt's tray?
No, Linda can come and get it when she feels like eating. If, you wouldn't mind, Linda.
Oh, of course not. It's why I'm here, to serve her.
The only good reason I can think of why you should be. Come on. Let's go meet the lady.
I don't know what I expected, but certainly not what I saw. A bright, pert little woman with eyes as bright and darting and alive as a bird, who may have been in a wheelchair, but didn't look confined to it at all. At least, that was my first impression. But it didn't take long to change it. It was all a mask. This was a woman broken by life, terrified of something total and nameless, locked in a silent cage where no birds could sing, not even herself.
Mother, it's Ted again.
She's trying to say something, Ted. What?
I don't know. I wish to God I did. Mother, I want you to meet Miss Linda Barkley. Yes, she's come to take care of you.